Dan, that's it for Donington Park. Does it sometimes feel that this championship gives with one hand and takes away with another?
I think that's very much British touring cars, isn't it? At times, you just when you think that you've got it sussed, it just springs a new surprise. So, yeah, I think we've had a really good weekend actually as a whole team. Blue and yellow across different championships. We've had a mega weekend. Jamie Osborne won 3 mini races, which is unbelievable. I think that's the whole team's buoyed by that result. And then obviously we had a pole. We had 2 wins from Ash, and we picked up a podium as well. So we've been right up there. My personal performance has been pretty good, I think, in terms of my fight back. I was nearly last with 5 minutes to go and the safety car pitted, and I got to 8. So we did a really good job, and that set us up for a better afternoon. P3, P4. Last race was a bit lonely. By the time I sort of got my way past Jake, who obviously put up a decent fight at the time, I was a long way behind the guys in front, a long way ahead of the guys behind. I just sort of had a fair few laps on my own, really, which was a bit of a shame. I could have done with a safety car at that point, just to bring myself back into it and give myself a bit of motivation. But yeah, on the whole, we're moving away from here. We're 4th in the points. Yeah. Could have been a lot worse. Was in the gravel halfway through race 1, so could have been a lot worse. And we move forward with a bit more boost than some to a circuit that we've had some good results at, and we'll pick ourselves up and go again.
Some good points in the bag for you as well. You're not leaving here empty-handed. It has been a weekend of the 2 T's, though, hasn't it? Tyres and track limits, which has impacted everybody, hasn't it, to some degree?
Yeah, I think at some degree. Yeah, I think the tyre thing has been a bit of a shock to a lot of people. I suffered in race 1, the first one, to kind of suffer it, but I wasn't the only over the course of the day. That's the problem, you see, when you kind of, Ash did a good job of getting it to the end, but I think the safety car saved him because there was nothing left of the tyre. He was in real trouble had the safety car not come out. The only people that looked like they probably got to the end with anything like sensible speed was the Hyundais at the end there. You look at, Robo finished 14 seconds behind, softs that look like they'll never do another lap again in their lives. The tyre's been hurt around here quite a lot, more than I think anyone expected. So, that's eye-opening for brands when we've got 2 races on the soft. So the engineers better get their thinking caps on.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you.